Right on time as Jonathan Sanchez throws the first pitch ball to the leadoff hitter for the Diamondbacks, Felipe Lopez. So 1-0 to Lopez. And a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike as we get started here at AT&T Park. We got started 1 minute early, which may not seem like a big deal to anybody but us TV people. There's a foul down the right field line and out of play.
Well, Jonathan Sanchez wants to get out there, chomping at the bit. Really frustrated in his last outing in San Diego. He had fantastic stuff. As you may have heard, 5 of the first 6 hitters he faced, he struck out. Just an excellent fastball. And the night ended in disappointment for him, and he sort of felt he let that ball game get away from him. And really very quiet between starts, thinking about it. So you can understand why he wanted to get back out there and try and get the memory of his first start out of his mind. But he's got a good fastball tonight. There you see the numbers that he had in San Diego. 7 strikeouts in 4 2/3.
And Lopez stays alive by fouling that one straight back.
A great play by a fan here. Never left his chair, caught it one-handed, single-handed, bare-handed, and then just gave it to his kid very nonchalantly.
It's not that easy. 1-2 pitch, swinging a bullet down the left field line, and Lopez is going to be aboard. It bounces up against the cars, and that's a leadoff double. The rest of the Diamondbacks lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Following Lopez will be Drew and then Connor Jackson. His numbers are outrageous against Jonathan Sanchez. Reynolds the cleanup hitter, then Young, Burns, Upton, Snyder, and Dan Herron.
Let's take a look at the Giants defense. It'll be Lewis, Rowan, and Wynn. That's your outfield. Sandoval, Renteria on the left side of the infield with Burris and Nishikawa on the right side. Benjamin Molina, he'll be in the squad doing the catching tonight, putting down the fingers for Jonathan Sanchez.
Drew pops this one on a broken bat to right field. Andy Wynn will put it away, and Lopez can't go anywhere.
Non-productive at bat.
So Drew has to be disappointed with that outcome, and here's the guy that we were highlighting during the lineups. 9 for 12 with a couple of home runs. That's even, I said outrageous. It's beyond that. I mean, you'd seriously, if you're Sanchez, have to think with an open base to just play around with him.
Well, you know he sees you well, and I agree. It'd not be the end of the world if you walked him here. And you get a guy who sees you that well and has got that kind of ownage on you, don't let him beat you. Giants playing him straight away.
I mean, that would be the crafty thing to do, right? Marvin Hudson, John Hirschbeck, Wally Bell, Marty Foster. Hudson behind home plate. Here's a strike to Jackson. Overall hitting .250 with a home run and 7 driven in. Jackson is 8 for 32. One ball and 1 strike, just underway here at AT&T Park on a Friday night. Jackson pops it up. It'll be Travis Ishikawa. 2 outs. You know what I said about working around him? I'd say, why not just go after him?
Go right after him. It's early.
What are we talking about?
Well, the fastball he's got tonight, he shouldn't be afraid to challenge anybody with that good live fastball. Kind of low 3/4 release, lots of movement. Ball really has a nice second stage movement that jumps at hitters. It's got 2 types of breaking balls, a curveball and a slider, and occasionally he'll flip a changeup up there. But there are times we've seen him throw 2 or 3 innings where he'll just throw nothing but fastballs. He believes in it.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Reynolds takes that pitch inside for a ball. Reynolds last year, and this is a very high number, struck out 204 times, which set a major league record. Now, the flip side of that is he can knock one out of the park at any time.
Got lots of power. But what that tells you is that he just doesn't make adjustments in his at bat. I mean, he's up there trying to search and destroy even with 2 strikes. There's no taking any part of his swing out when he gets behind 1-2, 0-2, any 2-strike count for that matter.
He did something that hadn't been done since 1965. He led the league in strikeouts and errors. But a talent, and the Diamondbacks know it, and they're going to hang in there with Mark Reynolds. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Matter of fact, did a lot of work during spring training with former Giant Matt Williams.
Just overpowering with the fastball, and you can see a quick bat late. Reynolds, one of the better fastball hitters on the Diamondbacks team, getting beat at his strength.
Inside, it's now 3-2. Lopez led the inning off with a double. And the payoff to Reynolds, and it's just inside. Ball 4. Well, that inside part of the plate is where Sanchez had success with Connor Jackson, so he's going to do it again.
Just cutting just a bit too much off the plate inside. Sanchez, a much stronger athlete this year than last year. Worked out hard this year to try and get stronger upper body.
Chris Young takes a pretty close pitch, takes the ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
You know, we're talking about Mark Reynolds being a guy not afraid to strike out. I mean, you could say that about a lot of these young Diamondbacks. But up and down the lineup, one thing that they all have in common is they can take you out of the ballpark.
You can run into one. 2-0.
Jonathan Sanchez, 26 years old, out of Mayaguez, Puerto Rico. 6'2", 190-pounder. In his 3rd year at the big league level. Thrown to a fellow countryman, Benjamin Molina, also from Puerto Rico.
There's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lopez at second. Reynolds is aboard at first. The look to second, and a swing and a foul back. 2-2. Reynolds at first, Lopez at second. Young with the count even at 2-2. Burris sneaking in a couple of steps behind Lopez, but Young stepped out. Young is 9 for 35 on the season with 9 strikeouts. Got him, and that ends the inning. Sanchez gets the strikeout. Giants are coming up. It's 0-0. it'll be Randy Wynn, and he's always done well against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Burris, and then Pablo Sandoval. It'll be Benji Molina in the cleanup slot. Lewis fifth. Travis Ishikawa's had a start in a couple of games, followed by Rowan, Renteria, and then Sanchez.
The Arizona Diamondbacks on defense tonight are going to set it up this way. It'll be Burns, Young, and Upton. That's your outfield. Reynolds and Drew on the left side of the infield. Lopez and Jackson on the right side. Chris Snyder will be doing the catch. The fingers down for is this gentleman here, Dan Herron, 6'5", 215-pounder. A native Californian out of Monterey Park, California, in his 5th year at the big league level. And you see he's a little hard luck this year. Really hasn't had much run support from his teammates.
Well, he is nasty.
He can give you a lot of different looks. A fastball that he's got an idea about 2 seam grips and 4 seam grips. He can sink and cut. A good curveball, a split, excellent command of a cutter. At times we've seen him hump the fastball up mid-90s, but he'll cruise at a lower speed. And he'll command the corners with 2 types of movement, and then he'll reach back in 2-strike scenarios, and he can put a pretty good gun number on the speed gun. Just a quality arm. Really knows how to pitch.
0-2 to Randy Wynn, and he gets Wynn swinging for out number 1 here in the first inning, and that'll bring up Emmanuel Burris.
Just a little pause right there as he gets gathered on his back leg, and for a man 6'5", 215 pounds, very compact with his delivery. And it's I think one of his biggest strengths is his ability to repeat the stroke so consistently. Quality stuff, and the ability to corner command that quality stuff is what sets him apart. Quality arm.
Here's Emmanuel Burris. Burris on the first pitch lifts this one into shallow left center field. It'll be Young. Young has those long strides, and he gets to everything. 2 outs. And here's Pablo Sandoval.
A chance to check out the long strides of Chris Young. Excellent fielder. Covers a lot of ground and kind of reminds you of Gary Maddox. Maddox came up with the Giants, played with the Philadelphia Phillies, but long-legged and a long strider. Chris Young has a similar style of going to get him.
Sandoval takes the first pitch in tight. And Sandoval comes back and takes another pitch, and this one is a strike. Sandoval rolls it to the backstop. 3 for 22 on the road trip for Pablo Sandoval. And consider that 2 of those 3 hits came in the game last night. And Herron with a strikeout to end the first inning. He's tough. Eric Burns will lead things off. 0-0.
Tonight here at the Yard, it will feature special guest star Manny Pacquiao, and you can get a Manny Pacquiao bobblehead. How do you do it? Well, you have to buy a special event ticket. It gets you a seat in the Filipino section. It gets you that Manny Pacquiao Giants-themed bobblehead. You get to come to a pregame party. All of that and more. Call 415-972-2298 and check out sfgiants.com/Filipino.
Eric Burns takes the first pitch high. Burns, Upton, and Snyder. And Sanchez comes back with a strike. Burns hitting 150. He's got a home run. He's got 3 RBIs. He's 3 for 20.
Born in Redwood City.
As he hooks this one to Lewis. Well, the Stanley Cup playoffs, Sharks and Ducks, Game 2. When's that going to happen? Well, it's going to happen Sunday at 7 p.m. Pregame live will start at 6:30. And where are you going to see it? How about right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area? The Sharks took one on the chin last night, but the secret weapon for the Sharks on Sunday night, my partner's going to be there.
I'm going.
Actually, not so much you're the secret weapon. Jennifer Krukow is the secret weapon.
Yeah, she's bringing a good vibe down there.
Upton takes a strike, and it's a quick 0-2. So that'll be fun. Mike had 2 tickets. He had to make a choice: take his wife or take me.
She's a better cook.
This is a tricky spot. Into that corner, Randy Wynn battling a lot of things, and he makes the catch.
What makes that field so difficult is the stadium is sort of studded on the right side of this field. And as the wind, which blows out the center field, consistently will wrap around this stadium, it will come around the ballpark and re-enter through those archways there and the chain link fence, and that will play havoc with the flight of baseballs. And this fly ball, I got to believe, was sort of dancing like a knuckleball by the time he finally caught up to it. Nice play.
Here's Snyder.
But nobody does it better than this gentleman. He plays this right field, which is very difficult, better than anybody we've ever seen.
Snyder looks at a strike. Chris Snyder.
Lots of power.
5 different Diamondbacks in this lineup have homered off of Sanchez.
Snyder's a big fella, 6'4", 250.
Sanchez looked like he tried to add a little, and it ended up being very high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, you don't see that many tall catchers. And that's fouled off of Snyder's foot.
My preference was to throw to a shorter catcher. I mean, I always felt that a tall catcher could do one of 2 things. He was either a good blocker or he could frame the low pitch. He couldn't do both. Just the legs are too long to allow him to do that effectively. And one of the rare exceptions to that rule is the manager of these Diamondbacks, Bob Melvin, was a tall catcher who could do that very thing. Good receiver.
Got him. Bruce Bochy, tall catcher. Sanchez gets his second strikeout. Benji Molina will lead things off.
to someone who knows Dan Herron very well in Barry Zito. The two were teammates with the Oakland A's from 2005 and 2006. They've managed to stay friends. They stay in touch by texting each other, and they're going to go out to dinner tomorrow night while Dan's in town. And I asked Barry, what's the key to Dan Herron's success? And Barry said it's his incredible ability to focus. He does not allow the circumstances to affect his aggressiveness in the strike zone. So they should have a lot to talk about tomorrow night, guys.
Benji Molina skies this one over by the Diamondbacks dugout. Jackson's over, and Jackson had a shot at it, but it looked like it hit off the heel of his glove.
Well, that would have been a very, very good play. The difficulty of that play is as the ball starts to come down, the wind, which is pretty consistent here at AT&T, will bring this ball back. So about the last 60 feet, when it's coming back down, you'll see some pretty significant movement, and that is what makes this play tough.
Pete Alonso is a ball magnet.
Yeah, he is.
The 0-1 to Molina. Pete Alonso, the cameraman at the end of the Diamondbacks dugout. That's Pete.
Yeah, he's a hockey guy. Loves his Philadelphia Flyers. Pete's a mullion.
Indeed he is. 1 ball and 1 strike. Molina skies one the other way. It'll be Upton. He will battle the elements and put it away in fair territory. 1 out.
Time now for our Firestone leaderboard, and the highest batting averages versus the Diamondbacks in 2008. Well, Fred Lewis hit .465 against the Snakes, and that placed him 3rd amongst the leaders in the National League. And that is our Firestone leaderboard.
First pitch to Lewis. Marvin Hudson said, yep, that's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Lewis in 14 at-bats against Herron has 6 hits. Travis Ishikawa to follow. Bottom of the 2nd. Inside to Lewis. 2 balls and a strike.
Fred Lewis really has a swing built for average. His flat swing, stays in the strike zone a long time, uses the whole field.
Flips this one into left field, and it is going to fall. It falls in front of Eric Burns, and the first hit and the first base runner for the Giants, and it's Fred Lewis here in the 2nd inning.
Stays inside. Little breaking ball. An idea of just how well he keeps his hands back, even with his body sort of transferring weight onto the front foot. The hands still stay back, and you watch him over the year, and he will hit a lot of good pitches the opposite way, and will hit them hard, just because of how he keeps his hands back. Definitely a strength in his swing.
Ishikawa hitting .227. He's 5 for 22. Lewis thought about it, but put on the brakes. And Ishikawa swings and misses. 0-1.
That curveball that's breaking below the strike zone right now is giving him fits. And that is a pitch that, you know, you will adjust to. You see enough of him, you will make adjustments to it, and eventually he'll be able to lay off.
Well, there's a guy in the booth next to us that's all they did the first year in the big leagues was bounce breaking balls to him, and he kept swinging at him.
Matt Williams.
Him.
There's the big Marine.
But boy, did everything change when he started to take it. Lewis goes. Strike on the inside corner, and Lewis is out. Snyder to Drew, 2 down. Got a good pitch to throw on a fastball.
Yeah, watch the back foot of the catcher. How he'll step, he drops it back and then steps in a straight line to his target. I mean, that's the key to balance and getting good power behind your throw to second base. And there's the end result, a strike, and Fred Lewis is cabbage.
Ishikawa got just enough of it.
And you can't emphasize, watch the right foot go right to 12 o'clock and step a straight line right to his target. That's excellent footwork, very compact. We mentioned how big a fella Chris Schneider is, 6'4", 250. But with compact footwork like that, very quick to second base, 1.85. If you're under 2 seconds, I mean, that's above average. And for a big man to be able to get rid of that quickly, you can see why he's throwing people out.
And that'll do it. Herron, his third strikeout. We've played 2, and it's 0-0. Herron 0 for 4 on the season. And then Felipe Lopez, and Sanchez falls behind 2-0. Lopez led the game off with a double, and eventually Sanchez left him stranded at second base. Now Sanchez has to throw a strike.
He tried to take a little off there to get in the strike zone. Sometimes that fastball of his will have a mind of its own.
And he maybe get a little help.
I think Marvin Hudson had to think about that for a second.
Looking for strikes. Looking for another strike.
And here, taken all the way. Another challenge fastball right at him.
And that's skied out of play. Tough sky right now. You know how I know that?
How's that?
I lost it.
I never saw it either. Dusk. Not a good time for pop-ups and fly balls.
So you rely on everybody else around you. Sharply up the middle. Renteria gets a ball that came up on him, and he throws out Herron. Check out our Corona timeout. Diamondbacks and Giants, the last 5 series in 2008. Take a look at this. It's all about the sweep, folks. D-backs with a sweep. In May, the Giants with a sweep. In July, the D-backs with a sweep. And in September, they traded sweeps. How about that?
Wow.
That's a great Corona timeout.
Outhouse or Castle. You know, the Giants changed this infield. It's new dirt. It's dirt from Pennsylvania that supposedly is going to be able to handle the wind conditions here in San Francisco a little bit better. But we've seen some nasty hops so far this year.
2-0 to Lopez.
And 2 times, to my memory, Edgar Renteria's made really nice plays on balls that have come up on him late. And that last one was another example of it.
Two balls and 1 strike.
I ask you, you played infield for 10 years. Can you lose confidence in an infield?
Yeah, absolutely. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Infielders get used to, and Renteria did not play on this infield. Burris did last year. But you want consistency. The good thing about this is it came up with Renteria moving to his left. If that ball would have come up on him, if it was hit right at him, that causes a problem. You can feel that ball off to the side a lot easier. 3-2. But like anything else, Mike, I think you have to see how it plays over a month or a month and a half. Payoff pitch coming up to Felipe Lopez. And this is rolled foul. That rolled right to Billy Hayes. I'm not going to say it. No.
Yeah, you can't say ugly fighter to an old coach.
Cannot. On the ground, Sandoval. He's got it. He throws it. And the guy next door nodding his head in approval, and that's Matt Williams.
Now you sooner or later going to have to start giving this kid some props. We've seen this time and time again on the last road trip where they brought some flames down there to him, and he has made the play. He's got soft hands for a big man, and there he didn't have a lot of time. By the time he catches that ball, he is completely parallel to the ground. Nice play.
Here's Stephen Drew, who takes a strike.
Going down to his belly, and he knew he had all the time in the world. Straightens up, gets square. Very accurate arm, nice pick.
I asked him before the game, I said, how you doing? He goes, I'm feeling good. I went to the gas station. I got my tank filled up with gas.
And he'll say something like that, and he's laughing at you the whole time.
And I'm thinking, how did he come up with this? He went to the gas station.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. You're tired.
Burris. And that'll end the inning. We forgot to go to the gas station today. What are we thinking about? What am I thinking about?
And you talk about defense. How about last night's pick? Pablo Sandoval robbing Rafael Furcal, and what we are growing very accustomed to seeing every day, a nice defensive play from Sandoval. And tonight he does it again. Absolutely turns one around and robs Felipe Lopez of a base hit. And Jonathan Sanchez will appreciate that one. There's the Panda.
Here's Aaron Rowan. It'll be Rowan, Renteria, Sanchez. Breaking ball for a strike. On the ground to third. Reynolds has it. And Reynolds throws. And he threw into the baseline, and Rowan nearly ran into Connor Jackson. Giants Baseball is brought to you by Verizon Wireless, America's largest mobile-to-mobile calling family. Rowan retired. Here's Edgar Renteria. Renteria has faced Herron 8 times. He's 3 for 8. Just off the plate. That's an easy 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, you watch Herron throwing it, and he doesn't ever give you the illusion that he's going 100% on any pitch. Always throwing at a speed that he can control. I mean, he can amp up the volume on that fastball to low to mid-90s without really trying to go reach back and throw maximum effort. And the beauty of it is that he can throw it with consistency to the corners.
And another breaking ball and another strike.
Talked about the little pause that he has when he gets gathered. As soon as he lifts that leg up, there's a little pause there. He's on his back leg. Now he picks up his target, drops and drives.
Renteria on the ground to second. And Lopez will throw out Edgar Renteria.
All right, time to Ask Krug and Kai, brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh. Visit csnbayarea.com and ask us a question. We will answer one game. Today's come from Marshall from Seattle. Is there any third base coach as active as Tim Flannery?
Well, we get to see him every day, so I mean, we know how active he is, especially when he's trying to score, just like the runner from second or third is trying to score.
Well, Larry Bowen for the Dodgers is pretty active. I'll say this: I don't know if there's a better one. He's fantastic.
Sanchez takes a call third, and that'll do it. So the Giants go 1-2-3 in the third, head to the fourth, 0-0.
And the talk at the park today, guys, was about whether or not Tim Lincecum was feeling well enough to start tomorrow. Of course, he's been cleared to go ahead and take the mound tomorrow, and what Tim is concentrating on is an actual flaw in his mechanics. He said he noticed it this week after watching film. In layman's terms, he says that his lower half and upper half are out of sync, and he's unable to land his left foot in the same spot. So I said, how do you fix it? He said, you throw, you throw, you throw, and you get so used to doing your routine that you have to actually remind yourself to work certain parts of your body in your delivery. Guys?
All right, thanks, Amy. Good information as Connor Jackson stands in. Connor Jackson popped out in the first.
Lincecum also talking about a blister problem that he had in spring training that prevented him from throwing on the side where he does a lot of his work.
Rowan's racing in, and now he slows down. 1 out.
I mean, you wouldn't think that a little blister on your finger would cause so much havoc for the routine of a big league pitcher, but boy, when you rely on touch, and your fingertip is the last thing that touches that ball when you get rid of it, and if there's irritation there, I mean, not only does it cause pain in your fingertip, but you can hurt your arm with it. Well, and you can't throw, you can't work on things, and Tim Lincecum thinks he's trying to catch up, trying to get to that good rhythm.
Mark Reynolds takes a pitch on the inside corner, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Change up, good one. I think eventually that's going to be a real good pitch for Sanchez. At times his breaking ball can get a little slurvy. It can get a little lazy, but that good 1-2 punch of a fastball changeup, that's always there. I mean, breaking balls can be temperamental. Someday you go out there and you don't have one, but if you can throw a fastball and a changeup effectively, you're always going to have something that can upset the timing of the hitter.
Reynolds steps out. It's 1-2. Chris Young on deck. And Reynolds skies this one out to Randy Wynn. 2 outs.
Boy, he hasn't had anything out there that's been routine. Randy Wynn. Camp under it, and then it's sort of like let the games begin. And that's that little drift we talk about that works its way from the from the right field line across the field out towards center. You're going to get a little drift that'll make you come across your body and catch it high backhanded as an outfielder playing right field.
Young on the ground to Renteria, and Chris Young has got to figure that's a wasted at bat. Top of the order for the Giants.
question tonight. Which Giant was the first ever to record an RBI versus Arizona back in 1998? Let's think about that one.
(1998). Randy Wynn is going to lead it off. The Diamondbacks have a new shortstop. It's Augie Ojeda. Here's Herron to Wynn. He's throwing that breaking ball a lot on the first pitch.
Yeah, he does that. I mean, he's got such great command of all of the pitches that he has and all the things he can do with the baseball that he can really mix you up on that first pitch.
Sinks one away, and it's a ball and a strike. Augie Ojeda. Something wrong with Stephen Drew. Ojeda is now at short. Good little player.
He is. Does a lot of things for you.
One pitch to Randy Wynn. Out of play. Headed off the facing of the sweet level. 2-2. And Wynn lines it towards Burns, and Burns makes the catch.
Good at bat right there. Well, Monday, April 27th, Esurance is going to sponsor Star Trek movie night. That's right here at the Yard. You can come out to AT&T Park and you can buy a $20 special ticket that will allow you to sit in the special reserve Star Trek section. Plus, you get to go to a pregame party and you get the free Star Trek foam finger. Oh yeah. Plus, you get a complimentary beverage voucher. So you get all this and more. 415-972-2298. Call that number and you can be part of Star Trek night.
You want the foam finger, Mikey? You got the foam finger. Huh? Let me see that ball. This is how you throw a split. Right like that. See? Where is it? Sorry. Burris takes a strike at the knee. Hold it. Where'd the ball go? Oh, here it is. Roger Craig split. Forget it. We got the stars.
Yeah, you got the Spock stars. You got the Spock split. Yeah, nice going. Good drop there.
Woohoo! Anyway, that's what you get. Right back to Herron. 2 outs.
Well, that is a swing that Emmanuel Burris is not going to be real proud of. Not a lot of lower body in that hack. I didn't know you were a foam finger guy.
You know how it is. When it comes to Star Trek, baby.
Yeah, I think Eric Burns might be a Star Trek guy.
Yeah. Sandoval with a bullet down the right field line, and that is going to head into that corner. And he is going to slide into second base with a two-bagger.
That was loud contact right there. They tried to go inside with a fastball on the hands. And we saw the Dodgers pound him all 3 games in that series right here. And stays inside it nicely. Watch the knob come through. And he just barrels it. Let's listen to it. That's the sound of the bat that will wake up a dugout right there. And line drives are contagious.
Giants have Sandoval in scoring position. And here's Benji Molina. Foul back.
There's no doubt in my mind, if Pablo Sandoval had been raised in the States, he'd have been a fullback. Because he can run a little bit.
He can.
As strong-shouldered as he is.
Molina digs one out, and that's a fair ball. Giants are going to be on the board. Big Money's got a single and an RBI. 1-0 Giants.
Well, when you're trying to turn a worm around and into losing streak, you got to count on your veterans. And Benji Molina turning around an inside pitch. I mean, Danny Herron is putting the pitches where he wants. I mean, watch the elbows bend through this to get barreled. I mean, no extension, just nice hitting. And that's the only way he could have gotten to that pitch.
Fred Lewis singled in the second. Herron's first pitch is wide. And Herron with a perfect pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Giants with a run on 3 hits. A double and a single here in the 4th after 2 outs. And Lewis with a hearty cut.
Aaron Burns getting an earful from the fans there all over him. Good job there. They didn't interfere, but they wore out his ear.
1-2. Inside to Lewis. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eric Burns. Burns got booed on this homestand. He did not like it. Up the middle. And a base hit. Molina's going to stop. And now he's going to go. And he's going to make it. That's significant because now a base hit would score Molina. It'll be an error on Upton.
They played Fred Lewis to pull, and he hits a bullet right back up the middle. Lopez can't come back to his backhand. And Molina was all set to stop at second, and he all of a sudden sees a bobble from Upton, the right fielder. So an easy take a third. And you're right, that is significant. No guarantee on a base hit, just a single that Molina's going to be able to score from second, even with 2 outs.
Here's Ishikawa, who struck out in the second. Aaron wants a new baseball. 1 ball and no strikes. Aaron chasing Lewis back, hoping to catch Fred Lewis sleeping.
And what is somebody going to yell to him from the Giants dugout?
Yeah, we got that play too, and it doesn't work.
It used to make me laugh every time you'd say that.
Well, it was intended for Frank Robinson to hear it. Ball and a strike to Ishikawa. One and two. All Ishikawa needs right here is a ground ball between Jackson and Lopez.
Well, and there is some risk involved in that breaking ball. I mean, so far Ishikawa has not been able to do much with it, but if he makes contact with Connor Jackson, the first baseman for the D-backs holding the runner, there's a big hole on that right side, and more than likely if you make contact with that curveball, it's going to go in that hole.
And Ishikawa chases a pitch in the dirt, and that will end the inning. Giants pick up a run after 4, 1-0.
was the first ever to record an RBI versus the Diamondbacks back in 1998. Our survey said Rich Aurilia did it. Had an RBI single on April 3rd against the D-backs, and that got the relationship started.
Yeah, he's had good numbers over the years against these Diamondbacks, which led us to believe that eventually someday he might play in a Diamondbacks uniform, but it hasn't happened. The Aurelias live in the Phoenix area. Here's Burns. He fouls it back. Nice level swing for Eric Burns.
Burns, really rough year last year because of injuries to his hamstrings. I mean, they were severe.
Side corner, 0-2.
I mean, prior to the injury, I mean, he was the guy. He was the most popular Diamondback, and he was the heartthrob of that club.
And this pop-up is headed back. And out of play. Somebody make a play down there.
All right, you bring your glove, you get a ball. That's just the way it works. And you get applause. Nice play.
Right at Ishikawa.
Well, a reminder that the Stanley Cups continue. The playoffs will continue with the Sharks taking on the Ducks. Game 2 Sunday at 7 p.m. The pregame starts at 6:30, and you will see it right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Big game for the Sharks as they lost game 1. They're trying to even up that series.
Popped up. Emmanuel Burris. In on one pitch. Upton is retired. Giants run at 12:30, which is the start of pregame live. First pitch will be just a little after 1 o'clock. So a full slate on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area on Sunday.
And Randy Johnson on the mound for the Giants, taking on his former team, the Diamondbacks. Young right-handed Max Scherzer, excellent stuff. It should be a lot of swings and misses in that ball game. Should be a pitching duel.
Two 2-0 to Snyder. Be careful with this guy with the pitcher on deck.
He will definitely cut it loose. 3-0.
And the walk. That's a 4-pitch walk, and the second one issued.
I mean, the only thing you really lose in not challenging the 8-hitter is an opportunity to close out the inning and lead off next inning with the pitcher leading off and hitting first. But sometimes you get out there and you just sense a guy in the batter's box is on you. Not a bad guy to stay away from. Go to the next guy, especially when he's a pitcher in the 9th spot.
Aaron Rowan is going to drift back, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks strand one, and Aaron Rowan will lead it off.
introduce myself here. Oh, I hit it. All right. Sunday, April 19th is Youth Baseball Day right here at AT&T Park. Here you can actually watch the real guys do this. All kids 14 and under, the first 7,500 kids 14 and under are going to get this great wiffle ball and bat set. It's going to be a great day. You're going to see all the little leaguers. As you can see, Pablo and Andres Torres have fun with it. I did too, guys.
Yeah. Amy, that was genuine shock on your part that you hit it.
Amy the gamer, she's a former softball player.
Oh, yeah.
So that shouldn't surprise you.
All state and 2 states.
Almost all coast.
Rowan takes a strike. It'll be Rowan, Renteria, and Sanchez. And it's 0-2. Rowan, little meeting with himself. Had an 0-2 pitch for a home run against the Dodgers on Wednesday night. Very close, 1-2.
That's called shaving the zone. Throw a pitch out there that will make an umpire think, and that one did.
Rowan pulls it foul. Rowan hit this a low line drive. Giants went from trailing to leading and then couldn't hold on to the lead.
Yeah, Ronald Belisario, the young right-hander for the Dodgers, get a little too greedy in an 0-2 count.
Herron hasn't walked anybody, and he's got 5 strikeouts. Rowan pulls it on the ground, and it'll be Reynolds who wings it, and just staying on the bag was Connor Jackson. Let's talk a little bit about Chronicle Live, presented by Autotrader.com. Greg Papa hosts Chronicle Live, the Bay Area's hottest ticket in sports talk. Reporters, athletes, celebrities, politicians, and fans interact, discuss, and debate everything in Bay Area sports. Come to Papa. It's on weeknights at 5 and 11. Chronicle Live is Renteria off the end of the bat, and he's got a base hit. Edgar Renteria with a 1-out single.
You'll see Renteria use the middle of the diamond when he's on. It's still trying to find that swing. I think that comfort zone in his new uniform. Here, this is what he's done his whole career. Make a mistake out on the play at the belt, he's going to go right back up the middle at you.
Sanchez will be asked to bunt. Out in front of the plate, but too hard. Herron's throw, they got one, and Sanchez beats it out. We had an important home run tonight, and that's a home run off the bat of Gary Sheffield in a Mets uniform, and it was his 500th career home run, and it tied the game. It was a late inning home run.
Yeah, I think it was the left-hander Mitch Stetter for the Milwaukee Brewers that served it up. We watched that at bat, and prior to the home run, he hit a long foul ball to left field. And he stood there and just kind of moved it about 2 clicks over. The next time kept it fair and got himself in the history books. Congratulations. Plus, I mean, brand new ballpark in New York, Citi Field, the Mets' new home. And now they have an historical milestone that they can brag about in their new digs.
Randy Wynn started to go, held up, and it was a called strike.
Herron trying to go right on the hands. He does that a lot. He'll throw a breaking ball to a lefty on that inside corner, and then he'll just elevate the fastball going right on the same side of the plate with a hands-high fastball. It's a very effective way to utilize that inside part of the plate.
To the back foot. That's Marty Foster, who said no swing. Bob Melvin, a good Giant.
He was a good Giant. Good teacher. Done a nice job in Arizona as their skipper.
Randy Wynn pulls this one slowly on the ground, and it ends up being a fair. No, it's foul.
Before the ball gets to the first base or third base bag, the fair or foul call is the responsibility of the plate umpire. And Marvin Hudson comes out and makes this call.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
I think he made contact with it on the foul side of the ball, but clearly it hits the line here. So Giants catch a break here, because I think that was definitely a play that could have been called fair.
Sanchez goes, and Wynn bounces it. It hits the mound, and Augie Ojeda with a perfect throw to end the inning. Through 5 innings here at AT&T Park, it's 1-0 Giants.
And we go back to this 4th inning, and Randy Wynn lead it off. It's a line drive, and watch the recoil of the glove almost comes back and hits Eric Byrne in the head. Look out, Eric. And that is our Coors Light Freeze Can, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Never a dull moment with Eric Burns.
No, he will entertain you.
Which is one of the reasons why we like him. Lopez on the ground. Ishikawa's got it, and he will go to the bag. Ishikawa's been playing at least 2 guys perfect.
Well, I mean, they really had him off the line. I mean, you got to pat Ron Wotus on the back for that pre-pitch positioning and a 1-pitch out. Thank you, very nice.
Here's Augie Ojeda batting for the first time. Drew with tightness. I'm not sure if it was in his hamstring or his quad, but tightness, and that's why he left the ball game.
One thing Augie Ojeda will do is, he will be patient. I mean, he's hitting second spot in the lineup after a 1-pitch out, which Felipe Lopez fell victim to, and he's going to take some pitches. And sometimes you go up there and in your mind you say, I'm going to take a pitch. I'm not going to swing until I get 1 strike called on me. And lo and behold, you wind up in a 3-ball count.
I did it all the time, and then I'd get the take sign. So I did it to earn myself, the right to get to 3-1. Take.
That's when you have to fake like you didn't see the sign.
Thanks, Skip. And Ojeda takes the walk. Here's Connor Jackson. Third walk for Jonathan Sanchez.
74 pitches. And 1 out here in the 6th inning. But very stingy with the number of throws that he's had tonight. Just a couple of walks, a couple of strikeouts. Diamondbacks very aggressive. They've got a lot of 1-pitch outs tonight, and those are gifts from heaven.
Jackson takes one low. Jackson last year hit 300 right on the nose. 12 home runs, 75 runs batted in.
And right now Sanchez needs to take a little walk. And what happened, he thought he had strike 1 to Ojeda. Didn't get it. And here in this at bat to Connor Jackson, he thought he had strike 1, didn't get it. And what we've known about Sanchez is that those little things at times will irritate him to the point where he can lose his concentration. It happened to him in San Diego his last start. Good pitch, a 2-0 changeup. Connor Jackson was sitting there drooling on a fastball, could do nothing as his whole body went paralyzed, and watch this little changeup float right through the zone.
Left center field, it's going to hang up for Rowan. Well, Jackson looked like he had the right swing on it, just didn't sound right.
He did, and I think he got up his bat a little bit. But that's the beauty of a changeup in a 2-0 count. I mean, you established it in that hitter's mind. Now you come back with a fastball, and it looks a little faster, and there you see the bat making contact with the ball, and it is definitely up off the sweet spot.
Reynolds has walked and he's flied out. Ojeda at first with 2 down. Colorado is shutting out the Dodgers 3-0. That game in the 5th inning. Phillies had a nice lead on the Padres, and it didn't bother the Padres at all. They came back and beat the Phillies. One 1-0 to Mark Reynolds. Boy, he's dangerous. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He is. It's all or nothing. I mean, it's lift and separate on every swing. But he's in a 1-0 count looking fastball. You can see the lift in his swing. That little lift has a lot to do with explaining why he strikes out so much. But when he squares it up, look out.
Wow, 1-2.
Nice pitch.
Reynolds had 97 RBIs last year. Remember, told you he struck out 204 times. Ended up hitting .239. One and two with Ojeda at first. Ishikawa playing in front of Ojeda.
200 plus strikeouts. That's a lot of strikeouts.
That's a lot.
It's one every night. A lot of twos. 200, was it 4?
204.
Over 162 games. That's a lot of U-turns back to the bench.
But very dangerous. 1 and 2.
Oh, plenty dangerous. Scary dangerous. You watch Reynolds take batting practice, and he'll hit him as long as anybody.
And Reynolds out swinging. Sanchez with 3 strikeouts, 6 days, 1-0. It's brought to you by Esurance. First 20,000 fans will receive a Giants fabric grocery bag. That's right. That's that bag you throw in your trunk, and when you walk into a store, you don't have to take a paper bag or a plastic bag from that store. You've got your own Giants fabric grocery bag. Well, you can celebrate Earth Day here at AT&T Park. Come out to the yard, visit sfgiants.com or call 1-8774-SFG-TIX. Remember the one I had in here?
Yeah.
Showing everybody?
I like that.
It's in the car. I took it. Here's Emmanuel Burris. Burris thought about taking a healthy hack at that breaking ball and ended up a little weak swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 2. Now this next fastball is going to look 105 miles an hour.
I think he's going to throw another curveball, put it in the dirt. I mean, he is not timing that big slow curveball at all. But you're right. If he chooses to throw one here, that fastball will look like it's 214 coming through the zone.
And he pulls it foul.
I mean, if you're throwing a pitch and the guy is so ill-timed to it that he's got no legs in his swing, you just keep throwing it up there.
Got him.
And there's the fastball, and he was locked up. All right, let's take a look at our defining moment, brought to you by Fry's Electronics. And Pablo Sandoval, who seems to come up with a defensive gem every night, does it again, robbing Felipe Lopez back in the 3rd inning. And that is our defining moment, brought to you by Fry's Electronics.
Sandoval's 2-out double in the 4th inning. As he hooks in foul. Allowed Benji Molina to knock him in.
That was a linea.
Aaron says, all right, I'm going to stay away, and it's a ball and a strike.
A guy spins on you like that and squares you up. That's 2 at-bats in a row where he's completely mashed that inside pitch. You kind of have to stay away from him.
2-1. On the ground to second. Lopez stays with it. 2 outs. Here's Molina. Benji Molina with an RBI single, his 9th run batted into the year. Came in the 4th inning. Benji waves at a pitch low and away. No balls and 1 strike. Sports Net Central tonight at 10:30. Pop foul. You think those girls just walk around with that?
They do. They're that excited about Sportsnet Central, and they should be. It's a great show. You're going to get a lot of local sports, and it's going to take it right across the country and around the world. Tonight at 10:30, and you see it only on Comcast Sportsnet.
One and 2 to Molina. Molina decided, I'm not going to swing at that stuff.
That's not easy for him to do, to take a pitch, especially on the outer half. Down. Excellent low ball hitter. We've seen him take that bat and go extendo on it.
He won't take it if it's in the same spot.
No, he will not.
Not 3 and 2.
Going out there again with a slider.
And in fact, he won't do it.
Good call, partner. You know, you're pitching to a guy like that, you're thinking, oh, I got him. But he'll square it up out there. We've seen him beat balls a foot off the plate away, literally a foot off the plate.
Center field, right at Chris Young to end the inning. We are headed to the 7th. It's 1-0.
1-0 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. It has been billed as a pitching duel, and Jonathan Sanchez and Danny Herron have not disappointed. Hits have been hard to find tonight against these two arms. They have matched up well. And they really haven't had that big of a strike zone to deal with. Marvin Hudson has had a pretty average strike zone, and the beauty of his zone tonight is it has been consistent. He said it in the first, it's been the same through the whole game. It's helped both pitchers.
Chris Young takes a strike. Sandoval in at third and guarding the line. Ishikawa off the line at first. High and deep. Lewis in front of the cars makes the catch.
I have no idea how that ball stayed in this ballpark.
Wow.
And I don't think Chris Young has any idea either. He got both cheeks into this ball. And I thought when it left it bat, it's 1-1. It had the sound, it had the arc. And Fred Lewis just went over and made a routine play out of it. Wow. That is one that Chris Young will think about. Measures the wall. Just a can of corn fly ball. Fooled us.
Burns swings and misses 0-1.
Eric Burns is trying to tie this game up with that swing.
He had an afternoon here with the A's where he hit for the cycle. Nothing in 2.
Got him. Wow, 3 good fastballs. See you later.
Well, Tuesday, April 21st, it's Filipino Heritage Night. If you can't be there that night, you can still purchase a limited edition SF Pacquiao t-shirt for only $25. Get it now by calling 1-800-442-6833. I think I got one of those in here. I got my bag of tricks.
Yeah, you do.
This is going to fall in between Lewis and Rowan, and Upton has a 2-out double. So Upton with the double. The phone number again, I may have misread it. It's 442-6873. 800-442-6873.
Now with the base open right here and a pitcher on deck, and the decision is, do you want to pitch to Chris Snyder or do you want to pitch to Tony Clark, who would probably pinch hit for Danny Herron?
So that's the t-shirt. Very nice. One and 0 to Snyder.
1-0 changeup. Sanchez taking a long look in. He thought it was there. As I mentioned, this has not been a wide strike zone that Hudson has had tonight. What Danny Herron and Jonathan Sanchez have gotten, they have had to earn.
Two balls and 1 strike.
Jeremy Affeldt starting to get stretched out.
Jonathan Sanchez at 91 pitches. And he gets the call at the knees. Snyder didn't think so. 2-2.
Right, it was probably the same height as the pitch that was called a ball earlier in the count, the 1-0. But this one came across the plate. It wasn't so much on the corner, so he may have questioned the height, but a little bit different pitch than the one that was called a ball earlier.
On the ground, foul. Upton picking up the double, the second hit against Sanchez. Both hits have been doubles. And now Sanchez steps off, and Benji Molina said, time to have a word.
A lot riding on this pitch, and Benji Molina wants to make sure that Jonathan Sanchez is 100% committed. Shook a couple pitches off. A lot of times, you'll put fingers down as a catcher, and you can sense if that guy out there on the mound believes in what you're calling. And if you have any question, especially in this situation, call time, go out and talk about him. Get him on board, get him committed. Make sure he is going to finish that pitch and put 100% behind it.
Way outside, 3-2.
Like a changeup.
Herron is on deck. If Snyder were to walk, it will not be Herron. Three and two. And he walked him.
Tried to softball him. Another changeup. Just missed.
Mike speculated that it would be Tony Clark, and that's who it is.
I don't understand why Dan Herron would be upset about that. It's something that you don't really need to come in there and show anger in front of your teammates.
Bruce Bochy's coming out, and he is going to make a change. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. We'll be back. Jeremy Affeldt will be on the mound for the Giants. Giants clinging onto a 1-0 lead. And for Affeld, this will be appearance number 5.
Affeld has faced Tony Clark 7 times, 1 for 7 with 4 strikeouts. So he knows his swing, he knows his hot spots.
Clark is 0 for 2 as a pinch hitter this year.
Boy, that was a nasty first pitch breaking ball.
Bent that one right around the plate and got the call.
Affeld with excellent stuff. Little mid-90s fastballs with a big curveball and an occasional changeup.
Line drive. Randy Wynn's coming in and he makes the catch. Wow, Randy Wynn saves the day and it stays 1-0. And Upton have the 2 hits, both doubles for Arizona. Aaron threw extremely well. He always does. Molina, a 2-out RBI single. Sanchez went 6 2/3, pitched extremely well. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. And Randy Wynn with a terrific catch to end the 7th inning.
Oh, great at bat from Tony Clark. Hits a bullet to right field, a sinking line drive. The toughest play for an outfielder coming right at him. And Randy Wynn got a great first step. And gobbles it up and gets the Giants out of a jam.
Affeld will take it any way he can. Juan Gutierrez is now on the hill.
Now Gutierrez is a guy who has been a starter throughout most of his career. Came over to the Diamondbacks in 2007 by way of a trade. He was involved in the Jose Valverde trade. He got shipped off to Houston. Chris Burke, Chad Qualls, and Gutierrez came over to Arizona, and he's got good stuff. But last year in Tucson as a starter, he kind of had a rough year, 5-11, a 6.09 ERA. So they put his good stuff and said, you know what, see how you can do out of the bullpen. And he made the club this year.
Lewis takes a strike. He's 2 for 2, a couple of singles. Straightens Lewis up. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bobby Howry in the Giants bullpen. Lewis goes the other way, but that's going to curl into the seats. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Travis Ishikawa and then Aaron Rowand, 7th inning. 3-2 to Fred Lewis. Lewis had a horrible night on Wednesday. Lewis went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. And come to find out that it's not an excuse, but he really wasn't feeling well that night. The next night, which was last night, Lewis was on base 4 times. Tonight he's been on base twice. And he's on base again. And I would not have taken that pitch.
That was very close. Chris Snyder, the catcher, making a case for his pitch to Marvin Hudson, the plate umpire. Meanwhile, they got the foam fingers working. Let's take a look at the 3-2 payoff fastball, and he's close.
Here's Travis Ishikawa. Two strikeouts for Travis Ishikawa. Herron could not figure out, or check that Ishikawa could not figure out Herron.
Danny Herron can do that to a lot of guys. When you're trying to get established with Danny Herron, you're at a disadvantage because of how many things he can do with the ball.
Lewis was leaning, but he gets back easily.
Take a look at the lead from Fred Lewis. No problem.
Very nice Friday night crowd. Bleachers are packed. So is the arcade. And that falls in for a strike to even the count. Even at the port walk, the folks watching from underneath the scoreboard. Lewis gets back again.
That's what sleeves are for, as far as I'm concerned.
Even at our age. Ishikawa shoots one high and foul.
It's really not a good time to hit and run right now. Ishikawa has been striking out, and you have to try and bet on contact if you're going to send that runner.
On the carom, Roberto Kelly with the one-hander. Fred Lewis this year does not have a steal. Randy Wynn has got 3. Emmanuel Burris has got 2. And the Diamondbacks had a pretty good idea that Lewis was going to go. He did try to steal second in the second and was thrown out.
1-2 pitch out. Bob Melvin, schooled by Roger Craig, who was not afraid to put a pitch out on. Roger Craig put him on back to back.
I was going to say, not afraid to do it again. And he goes. Check swing by Ishikawa. Knocked down by Rusty. That is a little one, folks.
Brand new one. What's going, Mom? A little help with the sucky, though. Yeah. Come on, Dad. You need an assist here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And Lewis back. Down the left field line, and that is going to slice foul. It stays 2-2. Closer. Lewis again had that lean going.
He's measured off just about as much lead as he could take off of Gutierrez, and that's a pretty good lead right there with a little bit of a lean. That was close.
It was close. Lewis goes, pitches strike 3 call, throw down to second, and they didn't get him. ARI Ojeda thought they did. It'll be a stolen base for Lewis, and Lewis is down. Here comes Bob Melvin. I thought they had him, Mike.
I did too. I thought he slid right into the glove. It was a one-hopper from Snyder to Ojeda.
You know, it may have been like the ball beat Lewis, but maybe the tag wasn't applied.
I think they got him. Ollie Bell, the second base umper, making the call. Close. This should give us the view. He touches him on the chest. They got him. So the Giants catch a break. See the reaction from ARI Ojeda. I mean, he thought he had him. He bouncing out of there. And it was just a matter of inches. When he tagged him on the chest, Lewis couldn't have been away from the bag more than a couple of inches. But hey, it's a game of inches. Every once in a while, you need a break.
Here's Rowan. Bounced out twice to third.
So Gutierrez, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks here, had a close 3-2 pitch that could have gone either way. He loses that to a walk, and then on a stolen base attempt from Lewis, a play that could have been called either way, he loses that one as well. The Giants get a runner in scoring position here on 2 good breaks. That was an educated take right there. No history for Aaron Rowan against Gutierrez, so better to see that breaking ball on a 1-0 count than an 0-2 count or any 2-strike count.
Rowan, high fly ball into right center field. Young is going to catch it. Lewis is going to scamper over to third. 2 outs. And the hitter will be Edgar Renteria. Renteria had a single in the 5th inning. He poked one up the middle for a base hit.
Well, these are the opportunities that you really hope for when you come over to a new club. 2-out situation, runner in scoring position, 1-run ball game. Cash in on these at bats here. I mean, you can really endear yourself to your fans. And throughout Renteria's career, I mean, this is when he really gets tough in these type of at-bats. That has been his reputation.
Nate Scherholz is on deck. Boy, just hit that outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike.
You're right. That's some 2-0 paint. Somewhere in the stadium, Jonathan Sanchez is watching this game on TV going, hey, you didn't call that a strike for me, meat.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Yeah, Renteria not happy with that one. He chased the ball out of the zone.
97 according to the radar gun.
Well, he's got some giddy up. The gun here is a little hot, but still, Gutierrez got a good fastball. If I saw that guy walking down the street, I would bet he'd have a good fastball.
Absolutely. Renteria stays alive by popping this one into the club level. Two and two. 3-2 to Edgar Renteria. The only run of this game with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Pablo Sandoval doubled on the right field line, and Benji Molina with a 2-out single into left field knocked in Sandoval. 1-0 Giants. Here's the payoff to Renteria, and he got him with a breaking ball. That was nasty. 8th inning coming up. 1-0 Giants.
A week ago, that Giants rookie Joe Martinez took a line drive off the forehead. I'm happy to report he's at the park today, and he talked to our own Greg Papa earlier this evening on Chronicle Live.
Yeah, feeling good. The black eye is probably the worst thing about it so far. I don't have any headaches or dizziness, nausea, nothing like that. That's some common symptoms associated with concussion, so I'm feeling pretty good.
We're glad he's feeling good, and you can catch Joe's entire interview again tonight on Chronicle Live at 11 o'clock on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, guys.
All right, thanks, Amy. As Bobby Howry is in to face Felipe Lopez, it's a 1-0 game. Mike and I had a nice chat with Joe Martinez in the clubhouse. The numbers for Howry. This will be his 4th appearance.
Howry underneath that fastball, kind of a push to it. Howry, fastball, slider, split. It's a big outing for him.
Foul back. Howry took the loss on Wednesday. And he took it hard, and he's been placed in that 8th inning along with Jeremy Affeld. Down low, 3-1.
Well, it's hard to take when you know your team's struggling, and you finally get a lead, and you're not able to hold it as a bullpen. You wear those losses, especially when you're coming over to a new club and you want to get the job done, impress your fan base, impress your teammates.
3-2.
Nice 3-1 pitch there.
Anyway, our conversation with Joe Martinez was awesome. He's a great kid.
He is. Glad to see he's feeling better.
Here's the payoff to Lopez, and he belts one into right field for a base hit. Second hit for Lopez. And now Augie Ojeda will come up. It may be that Ojeda could be asked to try to lay down a sacrifice bunt. Sean Weiss in the bullpen.
I'd be surprised if they wouldn't bunt, just because Howry can get that ground ball. He's got good knowledge of the sinker.
Bunted foul.
But I mean, you can't just flat out assume he's going to do it, and the reason for that is he's such a good little bat handler. Can do a lot of things for you. Good hit and run man. He could push and drag the bunt, and he's got good speed where he can put a lot of pressure on the play.
Ojeda drew a walk in the 6th inning. Bunts this one, and it kicks foul. It's 0-2. So now Howry has an 0-2 count. Ojeda took a long look at Chip Hale, the third base coach for the Diamondbacks, to see maybe if there was a bunt sign in there somewhere. 0-2, but I would doubt it. Nice play by Benji Molina.
Indeed. 0-2 split. You're thinking, I want to bounce this. Splits are not as predictable in the dirt as breaking balls are. Splits and fastballs kind of have a mind of their own down deep in the dirt. Good job there by Benji Molina. You don't want to give up 90 feet now. Not on a wild pitch.
Popped him up. Edgar Renteria. 1 out.
Well, it's not often you can say non-productive at bat for Augie Ojeda. That's a big out.
Here's Connor Jackson. Jackson has popped out twice, and he's flied out to center field. Down low, Lopez has a pretty good lead. Ryan Wilson headed down to the bullpen. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Connor Jackson. Runner goes, a hit and run. Benji Molina's throw is going to be into center field. And Lopez is going to go over to third.
Not often you see an errant throw from Benji Molina in steal attempts. Ball just cuts away, and there's not a whole lot that Emmanuel Rivers can do. But boy, does this change everything. Yeah, it is a straight 100% strikeout situation for Bobby Howard. And you can see Molina slapping his chest saying, "This one's on me."
Clearly did not have a good grip. Giants pull the infield in. 1-1 to Connor Jackson. Good pitch, 1-2.
Oh, indeed.
Jackson's barking at home plate umpire Marvin Hudson.
Little slider just shaving the outside corner.
Two and two. That was by design.
Tried to change sidelines, and that was a little too high. But you throw that split, you throw that slider, and that sinker, man, everything's got downward bite to it. Try and change sidelines, you go up above the letters. I mean, if you err in that pitch, you err on the side of high. Just think about it. I mean, what is Connor Jackson looking for? He's looking for something up he can get in the outfield in the air.
Three and two. Does not have to throw him a strike. Ooh, Jackson had a good rip. It stays 3-2.
Oh, indeed he did. He had good balance through that swing. 92-mile-an-hour fastball, good location. But he was not fooled at all.
Howard trying to make the perfect pitch. 3-2 to Jackson. And Jackson fights off a good pitch to see another one.
Well, he kind of had to go out there and protect that. I mean, he had a called strike 2 earlier in the at bat on a similar slider. This is when you have to expand your strike zone because of what happened earlier in the at bat, and he just does get a piece of it.
Another 3-2 pitch coming up to Connor Jackson. See where Benji Molina sets up. Got him!
Oh, yeah, front door slider that just sort of hangs up and catches the high inside part of the strike zone. And Connor Jackson livid, thinking, you know what, they can't both be strikes. You can't give them that one knee high in the outside corner. And this is just a pitch that I think Benji Molina gets for him with a frame job. That is a backup slider, and that is a huge out.
We're going to have a double switch when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Backs have the tying run at third now with 2 outs. Andres Torres is in center field. He comes in on the double switch. Rowan departs. Wilson comes in. So Torres will get a chance to take an at bat in the bottom of this inning. But right now it's Wilson against Mark Reynolds.
4th game that Brian Wilson has been in. Mid to high 90s fastball, hard slider that at times will go over 90. Look out. And we've seen him feature a changeup this spring, a pitch he worked on.
Low in the zone, 2 balls and no strikes.
But you're talking power on power right here. A guy who maximizes out on every pitch, and a guy that maximizes out on every swing in the batter's box.
Three and 0.
A 2-0 slider, that is respect. And here again, guy, 3-0 count. Do not assume that Reynolds is just going to spit on one and take it.
I'm not assuming. Three and 1.
Well, he was taken all the way.
Out of play, 3 and 2.
98-mile-an-hour gas, and Reynolds was tardy.
Three and 2 to Reynolds. Got him. Another 98-mile-an-hour fastball. It stays 1-0.
game. It was the big swing of the bat back in the 4th inning with 1 on, 2 outs, and Benjamin comes up and rifles a bullet down the left field line, and it would score Pablo Sandoval. And that has been the offense tonight, and that is our 4th quality drive of the game.
Andres Torres gets to lead things off. Torres has had a couple of bats this year. He's 0 for 2. Those are the numbers for Schoenweiss this year. This will be appearance number 6.
Schoenweiss, a 10-year vet, 35 years of age.
Andres Torres made this team with an outstanding spring training.
He's a good player. Torres not a baby, 31 years old. He has paid his dues to get up here.
Two and 0.
With Schoenweiss, a fastball, changeup, and a slider.
Inside corner, 2 and 1. Randy Wynn and then Emmanuel Burris. Three switch hitters in a row. You don't see that very often.
No.
And then following Emmanuel Burris, Pablo Sandoval. Center field, struck well. Young, back, out of here. The fastest round tripper that I've seen in this ballpark.
And that is how you come into a town and win new friends. Torres has been so patient here the first 10 days of this season. Not getting a lot of opportunity. And here, a huge insurance run, and he takes on the deepest part of the yard. You watch Chris Young, the D-back center fielder, took about 3 steps and said, I can't get that one. So welcome to San Francisco, Mr. Torres.
How about that? Here's Randy Wynn. He shortens up to bunt. I got you going in for defense.
I mean, he did this all spring long, had a tremendous camp.
Actually, he did not go in for defense. He went in as a double switch.
And you see that smile a lot of that young man. He's a good addition to this club, and he made this team out of spring. Boy, you talk about waking up a crowd. There hasn't been a lot of offense in this game. It has been a beautifully pitched game from both teams. And Andres Torres takes on center field and hits his first home run as a Giant.
This is what I said. The fastest home run we've seen this year, or maybe ever at this park. Now, Torres knows that it's gone, and here he goes.
That is a humble trot. Well, it's the second big league home run. He hit another one with the Tigers back in 2003.
I like the trot.
A humble trot.
Yep. No one had a more humble trot than Matt Williams. This one was pretty cool.
Yep. Yep. Juan Uribe going to give him a hug now. He hit home runs. You get lots of friends.
That's foul. No balls and 1 strike. Win with his lead. And now Schoenweiss throws to first.
Tell you what, with a 2-run lead now, Bruce Bochy can be a little more aggressive with how he handles Randy Winover at first base. Do you straight steal him? Do you hit and run with Burris?
Look out. That go through him?
Right through him. I'm going with right through him. The other option for Bochy was to bunt him over and watch where this ball goes. That, you're talking world-class dodgeball player right there.
Wow.
World-class. And if you ask him how he avoided getting hit, he couldn't tell you.
And that's bunted foul.
Did you ever have a ball thrown behind you?
You know, I'm sure I did, and it's a little unnerving because you don't know which way to go. That's the problem. Bochy's mumbling. I think he expected Wynn to be standing at second base by now. In the dirt, 2-2. Andres Torres, a leadoff home run here in the 8th inning. A little pop-up. Connor Jackson's going to be able to make the play. There's Torres coming in after the home run.
And how big was that? Your team was in the middle of a 6-game losing streak, and you come up and you had a huge insurance run.
Even the guys from the bullpen are over there.
Yeah, well, they should be.
Sandoval 1 for 3. And he tomahawks this one out of play.
Schoenweiss, not an easy guy to steal off of. With one out, this really is a straight steal situation. The other thing, too, is you would think with the style of hitter that Pablo Sandoval is, he's a great hit and run guy.
Yeah.
Because he is going to swing at anything, and in all likelihood, he's going to make contact. Schoenweiss has about 8 different moves he can give you over at first base. Not an easy guy to get time to.
Oh, 1 to Sandoval. And Sandoval chases a high fastball. It's 0-2. Sandoval takes a walk, takes the helmet off. Got him. Went right back up there again.
It's like Kite said, he got a swing through on a high fastball, said I'm going back up top, and he gets the aggressive young hitter to chase, and Sandoval a victim.
Bob Melvin is out. He's going to the bullpen. Andres Torres leads off the inning with a solo home run, and it's bye-bye, baby. 2-0 Giants. John Roush is the new pitcher.
Yeah, big, tall John Roush is, it's an understatement. This guy is a big fella. He can give you a lot of different looks as a reliever. But when you talk about big, 6'11", 290-pounder, 5-year veteran.
Yeah, he and Randy Johnson teammates last year.
Yeah, how about those two guys getting off the plane?
I mean, those two guys could go to dinner and there would be people in the hotel thinking that there was an NBA team.
No question.
At the hotel.
Randy Johnson 6'10", John Roush 6'11". The tallest pitcher in Major League history.
Benjamin Molina gets jammed. He pops this one up in the shallow right field. Lopez will put it away, and the inning is over. Andres Torres hits the home run. We will go to the ninth. 2-0 Giants. And Brian Wilson, who struck out Reynolds to end the 8th, is out for the 9th. It'll be Young, Burns, Upton.
Boy, it's all the difference in the world having a 2-run lead to a 1-run lead.
Isn't that the truth?
Especially when you're facing a team like the Diamondbacks that have so much power up and down their lineup.
Young is 0 for 3. Hit a ball in the 7th inning that we all thought was going to be a home run, but Fred Lewis tracked it down. Off the plate, 2-0. And Wilson pours in a strike, like Young was taking all the way. Three and one.
Wilson knows no free passes here with a 2-run lead. You don't want to bring the tying run to the plate for free. And he's not trying to even shave a corner. He's just trying to lay it in there and challenge. And sometimes you just can't throw a strike. But when you're turning around or trying to turn around a 6-game losing streak, it's not easy. It never is.
Here's Burns.
Chris Young getting a time out there to get his wrist guard on, ready to go.
Eric Burns stands in. Low, 1-0.
Another thing too about this Diamondback team, I mean, they will swing for him. The fences.
Two and 0. Wilson now, it's up to him not to make this more difficult.
Well, this becomes an enormous pitch.
And by doing so, you need to throw a strike here. Not close. 3-0.
Now he'll take a little bit of a walk, have a word with himself.
Three and one.
And again.
Quick throw to first, and Young is back. Top of the 9th. And he's trying to hold on for Jonathan Sanchez. Burns fouls this one out of play. 3-2.
problem with being behind the count. I mean, you just don't have the luxury of being able to go to a secondary pitch. It's pretty much here. I'm going to challenge with the fastball.
On the ground, back to Wilson. To Burris. Ishikawa digs it out. Double play.
Yeah, he's got his own way of getting it done. But you will never, ever accuse Brian Wilson of being boring. A 3-2 challenge, a comebacker, a perfect feed to Emmanuel Burris. And a nice dig from Travis Ishikawa on the back end of this deuce to complete the double play. And that is just what the doctor ordered.
Here's Upton. Boy, that's power against power right there.
It really is. Now with Brian Wilson, who throws so hard, you don't even concern yourself with the slider until you get the 2 strikes.
In tight, 1-2.
"41 times last year he got it done in save opportunities. Put himself on the map of closers at the big league level."
Wilson kind of left that one up high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Justin Upton. Got him. The losing streak, folks, is over. Giants behind Jonathan Sanchez in the bullpen, and some clutch hitting beat the Arizona